Welcome in everyone, this is Sean with MTG 808 Jr. and it is time for Standard Pauper again here on Magic Arena. I love Standard Pauper weekend. I believe this time the Standard Pauper event is going to last an entire week. So as usual, we are going to try and get as much content recorded as possible while we have these events up. Get some information and awesome gameplay in the hands of you, our lovely viewers. And we're going to kick things off with a deck that I've been wanting to make a video about for a while. This mono-green aggro deck that JP has been playing in the youth tournaments very consistently. He recently made top 4 of our youth championship scholarship tournament a few weeks ago with some sweet additions from War of the Spark. And I've been really wanting to try it out. He does play Might of the Masses in his deck, which is legal in our tournaments because it was a common before, but it is not legal on Arena because it is an uncommon only on Arena. So we're trying out Titanic Growth instead, but the deck still gets Giant Growth, which is a big pickup from War of the Spark, and then trying out Arlen's Wolf here in the 3-drop slot. Every time I saw JP have this thing on the board at the youth tournament, it was very impressive. It ran past some very relevant creatures all the time. So really solid deck, really solid curve. You know, Llanowar Elves, of course, a 12 solid 2-drops, 8 solid 3-drops, and then of course Jade Guardian here at the top of the curve featuring Hexproof. 8 pump spells, 2 removal spells, 20 lands. It doesn't get much smoother than this when it comes to the mono base. So we're going to jump into a queue and see how the deck does. So they're like structuring these events in a different way than before. Like now, I think it's a week long, and you can play as many times as you want. You don't have to pay anything to enter the tournament, and then at the end of the week, you get paid out based on how many wins you accumulated over the whole week. And I think it caps out at 15. But I think you can continue playing for as long as you want. So really happy with this change. Really happy the event is going to be around for a whole week, and we're going to get some awesome Standard Pauper in. Okay, 2 mana, a bunch of 2-drops, a 3 mana spell, some of our interaction, and we are on the play. Awesome. Excuse me. Okay, the red deck I think is a rougher matchup here. Like this is probably going to get shocked or Sheevan fired, but we just got to work our way through all their burn. Yeah, that's fine. That is the 2-drop that we least want to get shocked or Sheevan fired, but we're gonna be doing okay here, especially if we draw a land. If we draw a land, then we can start casting 2 spells each turn. So having no equipment in this deck does make the hexproof creatures a little less good. Ooh. So it looks like we're going to get a sweet 2-for-1. Or I guess a 2-for-2 because we're going to have the Titanic Growth. If we are able to draw land at least. We're also just like in a pretty good spot to race this. Okay, not a land, but it still allows us to make the Rabid Bite play. And Burning Prophet is just a creature that's good enough that I just want to get it off the board. I don't think there's any 1-mana red spell that can punish us here. I guess Samet's Sprint. I don't think he's playing that card, though. And if he was, he probably would have cast it on his turn. So I'm just going to attack Giant Growth, my Hexproof guy. He's going to take 6, and then we're going to get to a Rabid Bite, his Burning Prophet. Nom nom nom. Okay, so he's shocking the Jungleborn Pioneer in response so that he gets to scry, he keeps it on top, And now we're at 3 cards apiece, but we've got a hexproof dude in play. Pyromancer, okay. Probably gonna just trade the hexproof guy for it. Yeah, because this hybrid is probably gonna eat a removal spell. And then hopefully we just draw a land and we can stick this Jade Guardian. Ooh, Burning Prophet is a good draw for him. There's our land. So now, I think we want to put the counter on the Jade Guardian itself. Yeah. Not gonna attack. Next turn we can attack. So we know he's got all spells in his hand because he missed a bunch of land drops. But it's a question of what spells he has. I don't know how high this guy's curve is going. Ooh, this is interesting. I think I'm just going to throw this block here and then see what he has. If he wants to race, like, my dudes with my pump spells here can definitely race him. Does he have a precision strike? Heartfire. Oh, and he's doming me. Wow, okay, so he just really wants to race. He might have more Heartfires in his hand, in which case, so let's see, we have 5, 6, 10, 14? Huh. Okay, we can kill him, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 8 in our hand. Yeah, we can kill him. All right. Let's just do that. Even if he has the removal spell, he would have to have double shock in his hand to punish us here. Alright, and you're dead. Good game, sir. Don't think there's any card that can get him out of this at this point. So the reason we went for the Titanic Growth on the hybrid... Oh no. Sorry about that. Let's get reconnected here ASAP. And... Alright, we got the win. Huh. That's strange. It didn't tell us that we got the win, but it shows it here in our record. Okay, so we'll get... I'm hoping we'll get 5 matches in with, or 5 games in with this deck before we change it up. But that was a sweet one. I do like the way that mono red deck looked. The mono red deck that we saw at the U Standard Pauper tournament a few weeks ago was pretty burn heavy. Ooh, this is a sweet one. Pretty creature heavy, but creature heavy with Llanowar Elves is not a bad place to be. Alright, let's attack. Ooh, it's this deck. Okay. So luckily, we can play our 4-drop. Yeah, I think I just want to get on the board here before I start, Sure, let's put it on the Deep Root Warrior. Like, we're gonna race, so getting the extra point of damage in here seems relevant. Yep, there's another rat colony. Does he have a 3rd land? Okay, so he might have double rat colony next turn. But we are just going to kill his 2 rat colonies here and go to his face. I don't think he'll be able to come back from this. Yeah. Rabid Bite, I think, is our best card against him, just because, you know, being able to use a spell to kill a rat colony instead of a creature is really big game. Ooh. Wow, he's going to 5. Alright. Jungleborn Pioneer is also one of our best spells against him, just because it makes 2 bodies. Trading our token for a rat colony is really good. Yeah. I think MTG Goldfish posted a video or an article that had a mono black rat colony deck that was only playing like Duress and Deadweight and Soul Salvage as its non-rat colony cards. The version of rat colony that I like the most is it splashes for red and it plays Warlord Fury and Crash Through. I only tried that deck out once. I think there's a video somewhere in the archives of the YouTube channel that that showcases that. Well, can't cast any of our spells, so we're gonna mulligan this. This is reasonable, but not great. I'm gonna keep. We have so many 2-drops in the deck. The odds of us drawing one of them or a couple lands, I think, is reasonably high. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep that 2-drop. Yeah, so I like the rat colony deck that splashes red. Don't know how good it is, but I don't think that the mono black deck or version of the deck is all that great either. Is this another rat colony deck? Well, this particular hand that we have here is much worse against rat colony than our last hand was. Okay, Burning Prophet. Well, unfortunately, we can't Rabid Bite that, and not drawing a land here. Yep, not gonna use my Titanic Growth just to deal 4 damage to him. Means we're not using our mana this turn, but I don't like throwing away a card. Well, since it's -2/-2 enchantment, we can't Titanic Growth to save it here, so farewell Sauroform Hybrid. Oh, I didn't pay attention to how he scryed. I wish that it showed you a record of stuff like that. Like Hearthstone at least shows you a record of like the last 5 or 6 actions or whatever. Magic Online, of course, has the wall of text in the text box. Alright, well, that's better than a spell we can't cast, which our hand seems to be full of. Okay, so he drew his 3rd land. Nice. He's probably going to take our wolf. Yeah, this game is not looking so hot. We just drew a clunker of a hand. Oh, he took Jade Guardian. Interesting. Yep, not blocking. Okay, well, we get to attack. Toll of the Invasion is really interesting. I do like that card a lot in Limited. I am eager to see if it is good enough for Standard Pauper. Like, adding a 1/1 to the board on top of taking their best card out of their hand is pretty good. Okay, I think I just need to get rid of one of these Rabid Bites. And he milled a 2-drop. Okay, well, we really just want to draw a land. Oh, never mind. He's probably taking Arlen's Wolf now. He might actually take Rabid Bite if he wants to protect his 2/2 zombie. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Okay, well, we're not blocking again. Yep. No. Okay. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't block. Because, like, if we don't draw a land there, then him not blocking means we don't get to use our mana very efficiently this turn. But, unfortunately, he did block. So this game isn't looking the worst. He is way up on cards on us. He's up on life on us. Burning Prophet just means that his draws are going to be better. So, yeah, this game is looking pretty bad. Skewer the critics. Well, at least he's scrying to the bottom. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this one. He is up 3 cards on us. Yep. Yeah, Burning Prophet, just giving him so much card selection here. I think this card is great. Well, that was one of our best possible draws. In fact, I think it was the best possible draw, so maybe we're still in this. That's pretty good. If we draw a second Jade Guardian here, I guess it would be third because he made us discard one. No, that's not Jade Guardian. So we need to pressure him, but our life total is lower and he has Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Yeah, I'm just going to scoop. We're not winning this game. If we drew like a creature that we could cast there, we might have been able to race him. But drawing a blank there, just, yeah. So that game, we got mono screwed early and then hit a bunch of... We drew our lands too late, basically. But this deck is pretty susceptible to decks chock full of cheap removal, and that red-black deck seems like it was just all cheap removal and Burning Prophet and discard and Ill-Gotten Inheritance. So what is this? This is our 4th game. Yeah, this hand is pretty good. Ooh, we're going to get to curve into our 3-drop. Ooh, interesting. So this is the spells deck. This spells deck got a lot better with the addition of, I think the Strix is just okay, but with the addition of, whatchamacallit? Spellgorger weird. So I would trade Giant Growth for his Strix here. He's just gonna take it though, which is great. I could see an argument made for holding up Giant Growth because his deck is probably just full of Shocks and Sheevan Fires and whatchamacallits. Okay, well, getting to Rabid Bite his Spellgorger weird here is pretty sweet. Now the question is, do I want to Rabid Bite a Strix? I think I just want to play Llanowar Elf and bash him. I get to adapt the hybrid next turn. And he's taking 7, so yeah, we're definitely winning this race. We've just used our mana so much more efficiently. Alright, man. Yeah, the reason I don't like Sky Theater Strix very much is because it just doesn't block. Like, I think you want Burning Prophet and Fire Urchin and in your 2 mana slot in the spells deck. Alright, you're drawing all the cards, but you're still just dead to my giant growth. Yeah, so he got to deal 8 damage to us, and now he's just dead. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I guess... Yeah. So we could go for that there because we had the 1 extra mana to giant growth in response if he shocked. But I feel like if he had the shock, he would have just cast it on his turn. Alright, so we got our cosmetic. Nice. The first cosmetic. So the next cosmetic comes Angrath. And 3-drop Vivian. Okay. So let's get one more game in with this deck, and then we'll move on to something else probably in the next video. So be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that if you're watching this. AAA. Kind of heavy on 3-drops. We're on the draw, though. I'm fine keeping this. Yeah, would have been great if we drew Llanowar Elf there, but you can't have them all the time. All right, really need to draw land. Moment of Craving. Moment of Craving would make me sad. What? Okay, so this was just kind of like a non-game. Let's do at least one more. I feel like we've had 2 kind of meh games so far. MC Artifact. Okay, got a good curve, got 3 lands, got a piece of removal. I topple the statue. Ooh, okay, mono green mirror. Or maybe not mono green, but the green mirror. He's got turn 1 Llanowar Elf, so us being on the play is not terribly... Oh, well. Alright, let's attack, see if he has anything tricky, and then I'm not sure which 3-drop I want to play. I think I want to just play the one with more power in case I need a Rabid Bite something, but I don't know if that's correct. What is he doing? Alright, we're just going to keep playing creatures. Maybe he's a 2-color deck and he's color screwed. Vivian's Grizzly. I do think that card is interesting, but I think it's very, very mana intensive. Alright, so I'm just going to kill the Grizzly. And we're running in. Yeah, I think Vivian's Grizzly wants to be in a deck that is playing like all of the mana creatures. Yeah, I don't see us losing this game. He's mana screwed and just traded off his elf. Yeah, he was probably a 2-color deck. Maybe blue-green, playing Growth Spiral with his Grizzlies. Okay, well, ooh, what did we get? Rescuer Sphinx, woo! Okay, so that is just a few games with the, here we go, with the mono green deck. You know, just very solid, pump spells. We drew a lot of Rabid Bites that game. we drew 0 Guilt-Grove Stalkers in all of those games. So, you know, maybe not the most representative of matches, but this deck is just really well built. JP's been doing great with it. Titanic Growth is, well, that one game that we went like double Titanic Growth to kill our opponent. If those Titanic Growths had been Might of the Masses, we would not have killed them that turn. So, you know, it's not a strict downgrade from Might of the Masses, but I think it is a little bit worse. So thanks for stopping by. Let us know what you think of the deck, and if you have any deck requests that you want us to try out, we will be, you know, again, the event is a week long, so if you have any deck requests, let us know, and we would be happy to try and brew something up. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.